All right, everybody. Thank you for joining us. Karim Koban is our speaker today, and Karim is a member of a HiveMQ community and a business consultant in the manufacturing technology industry. He relocated from Germany to the US and is actively looking for a new role. So, in case you're on the hunt for some talent to assist in your Industry 4.0 transformation, I'm sure he'd be happy to help. He has 26 plus years of experience in the sector, specializing in lean management, agile development, and digital transformation, and has worked with manufacturing organizations across automotive, medical, pharmaceutical to achieve process excellence, operational efficiency, and a competitive edge through innovative technologies and methodologies. Welcome, Karim.
Thank you very much for interesting. And first of all, many thanks to Scott Poplin and the HiveMQ for providing this opportunity. Also, thank you to all our audience who is going to watch this recording later on. I greatly appreciate it. Something is about me. My name is Kerem Koban. I'm trained by mechanical engineering. I'm working several years in the industry, in manufacturing industry, especially change management and Lean Six Sigma. My favorite topic at the moment is digital transformation. So I'm excited to share the insight of what is StreamMap in the context of Industry 4.0. I'm going to give a little bit of presentation and also this information. This presentation introduced the novel methodology, what is Stream Mapping Industry 4.0, and which served the digital collaborative platform lean management in the industry. What is to make aid business leaders optimization their productions process through the digitalization of the waste stream. This methodology is grounded in a system engineering approach. You may have heard about this, the UML, system ML, and getting the information from the manufacturing and the modeling. This is the method. So this tool facilitates optimization the production process, transforming the value stream into the digital form. The central concept revolves around and hence the level of digitalization, integration, and automation information. Material flow, not only within plant, it's also beyond. This is a little bit information. Okay, introduction. I give a little bit information of introduction, and I will continue to give more. And our agenda today, it's a real street format, and we are going to talk about more its format and how can we handle the digital transformation from the process from level 0 to level 4, level 5. So lean production is based on standard process, identify the abnormalities, problem solving, and continuously with the goal of reduction wasteful activities. Archiving higher level flow. Companies with existing lean production system particularly need the guidance how to respond to the new challenges posed by what is StreamMap method allows them to systematically understand the opportunities offered by digitalization and Industry 4.0 and to elevate their lean production approach to the next level. In value stream, material flow is always linked and information flow, which could be used schedule production or evaluate performance information. Often, digital IT systems or even paper are used to store information. Naturally, data management throughout the value stream is accompanied by wasteful actions that hinder a truly lean and digitalized productions. Why is the value stream I4 needed? And first and foremost, main driver why it's changing from the classic to digital version is the drive by Industry 4.0 transformation. This adaptation, it's the lean manufacturing and lean tools management needs to be adapted. This is the latest technology, which is here, Industry 4.0. And facilitate decision-making process are driven with data. As you may know, the data is very important. You need to control data, and also adaptation of the value stream map is the data is the focus. And scope of transformation encompass entire manufacturing process. This is end-to-end, wall-to-wall, and including it goes to cloud-based operation as well. You can see the different kind of alternative to value stream map. For example, business process or process management notations. It focuses on IT side and also is the focus on the some small process of the systems. But value stream map is focused on the end-to-end. When you look at this and when you try to map it, is value stream map, you have to map it out wall to wall. This is the advantage. And value stream map Industry 4.0 foster efficiency collaboration among various teams: operation, productions, plant engineering, maintenance, automation, quality, and software engineering, leading to a shared understanding of data interpretation. This is the one of the good side of talking about various stream process. It requires all related stakeholders, departments affected by change and continuous improvement from end to end across the enterprise. It is not part of the enterprise. This is end to end. You can discuss for all aspects and the process development on this same format. It's give the nice, it's very great collaboration. And the last value stream mapping format, this is easy to prep and user friendly. And if you have used before from lean manufacturing, if you have organization that has experience, it is easy to switch it. There is 2 days training to show, and then you can start. So it is what is the development path? For example, today we are most of the industry they are using, if they are using the value stream principles and lean principles, they are using for start from classic. And next step to digitalization. Digitalization is not means Industry 4.0. It's you can digitalize your process and you can read your process, but if you put on top the Industry 4.0 tools, and then you can catch the latest development. So the first step is to execute the classic value stream map. I'm going to show you all about what is the format, what needs to be done as first step. And if you have handled the project at the beginning, if the company has used value stream, you can start from on top of their value stream. If not, you need to start from scratch. Second point is data collections, and it's focused on getting all data information process during the operation. These include metrics, variables, and other relevant informations. Third point, data assignment, and allocate all pertinent supplementary informations organized by the process box to the getter data points. And fourth step is identify application platform combination. Recognize the combination of application and platform utilized in the process. Transfer these findings to the vertical dimension to the further analysis. I'm going to explain later on during the webinar and step by step. And 5, implement interface box. Establish interface box to highlight significant interfaces. These include digital analog interactions, other interfaces that necessitate and comprehensive description. Step 6, classify data usage and determine the usage of each data point. Classify them accordingly. Help to understand how data utilized in the process. One of the current ongoing is when you read the data and also carry the data to the IT side from IoT to IT. And this format is helped to which format are you going to use, and then which format you want to see in the system. And 7, drive streamlines. And streamlines entry the dimension, assign each data point of the piece of information to the corresponding entry by drawing vertical. The last one is analyze information, logistic, and waste. Okay, this is the overall the VSM development part. We are going to the first slide for the classic. This is the VSM classic. You may have seen this format. This format, it's the preferred for the process engineer and operations. They hang on the wall, and they expect the people is walking around interactive. This is hard copy, and mostly is the productions and operations they are doing their meet in front of them. It is 1950. It's introduced by the Charles Knopfel, and it provides the visual presentation of classic VSM. This is it's derived from lean management, and we are using it. Still, we are using it, especially for DevOps, and we are using the value stream map as well. So the initial step involved comprehensive evaluation of the current material information flow presented graphically. This is facilitated by standardized symbol, key performance indicators, and qualify individual process, such as cycle time, delivery time, or lead time. And based on this evaluation, process step is contain non-value added elements and value added elements and waste. You can identify the waste. And ultimate goal is to eliminate these in by streaming the production process, enhancing overall productivity. But this format is not good enough if we are going to lead the digital transformation, even a digitalization over the past decades. This is most of the process. This format used. There's different kind of process from banking, pharmaceutical, and office environment, and most of production. However, an use of VSM does not leverage the potential benefit of digitalization. And Industry 4.0, these benefits include the integration of information, reduction lean time, and enhancement of flexibility. The advance of Industry 4.0 and digitalization present promising the new opportunities classic value stream map cannot fully exploit. This is where novel methodology of value stream map, Industry 4.0, comes into the play, bringing the gap between traditional process analysis and digital revolution of Industry 4.0 provides more comprehensive and integrated approach to the process optimization, taking full advantage of opportunities offered by digitalization. Okay, this is the next slide. I'm going to show a little bit. This is a very easy two-step process. How do we need to map it out to classic value stream map? This is the we have company. This company has its order receiving and planning and scheduling. And a company has ERP system. And also company has the customer. Customer send with the data link the order to producer and monthly, accept monthly planning monthly. And then the producers, look at the order, send the sub order to the supplier for raw material. And then the supplier brings the raw material to process steps 1. And then ERP connect to, it's not connected here, by the way, this is send the data with paper form to the process 1 and process 2. And between the two, the step process 1, process 2, you can see the arrow, and it is push the product when you finish the product first, and process first, and push to process 2. So ERP connect process 1 and process 2 with the paper, and straight arrow demonstrates the paper, and broken arrow is demonstrate the link, data link. So this kind of the ERP to process 1 appears daily, and when you finish the product and end of the process 2, and you ship the customer as product in final product. So we have other information here like control to the stock, warehouse in inventory, and also we have glasses here. It means go and see what's going on the process. And also this is at the bottom of the page, you can see the timeline. This means with this only a two-step product, ordering and receiving all process, it's called lead time. This is the lead time here, 4.2. But 4.2 is always it's not productivity, but productivity is just 90 minutes. 4.2 plus 90 minutes, it's nearly 4 days. And 4 days, this is non-value added. You can keep some of the value added because you have to continue your process. And only you can see here 90 minutes works, and it's a valuable activity, but 4.2 in 4.2 lead times. And this format, if you are going to digitalize, this format is not our current trend. Process requires greater depth and level of detail in description of information flow. You can see the product is flow from customers, suppliers, and process 1 and process 2. For digital manufacturing required, while your processes flow on the process step, product flow on the process step, your data needs to flow as well. This is all about the adaptations, so we can follow the all information on the value stream map in the latest version. So level of data, description information flow, which coverage with the idea of digital value stream map, which allows for transparent decision, suggestion, information, improvements, and that are more relevant to production system. In addition to this clarity and relative simplicity, its strength lies its ability to capture the main material and information. Production process using the value stream map for that zero application. It's now possible to perform value flow analysis, create the value flow design digitally and accessed from everywhere, horizontally and transparent. This is the next stage. This is the real VSM Industry 4.0 formats. And you can see the primary, as I said, the catalyst for Industry 4.0 revolution to push to lean the change and adopt the latest technology. And it is the utilization of data information, create the resilient manufacturing system via data-driven decision making. This is necessitated of the flow of data from various machinery and subsequent process. A systematic survey on the logical and technological prescripts for facilitating the efficient data flow can be advantage. As it accelerates the process, establish the data flow and provide productions, and some engineers with a shared understanding and data significance. So this is adaptation, and I mentioned that before, value stream classic, value stream 4.0 and plus. 4.0 and its plus, it's a little bit of differences. At the beginning of I'm going to share some of the resources. At the beginning of when the academics create universities work on this process, they create the value stream 4.0. And then they applied this format in the industry. They recognize that this is some of the shortage. Then they create the plus version. Then this involves data associated with metadata. And you can read the metadata from production and process, such as the unit of recording, frequency, technical information like machine interface, a communication protocol. First, a methodological approach for data collections, value stream map Industry 4.0 was established based on the classic value stream. It is a lean management tool that provides technical property specific data flow, but this is the shortcoming, as I said, were identified. This shortcoming particularly related in technical information. Value stream management mapping 4.0, which addresses this shortcoming by adding new properties, by comparing to 4.0 and 4.0 plus, offer data specification of data points, including technical information, such as communication protocol. Communication protocol, it was not exist for version. So the adds this information regarding data processing, and hence the storage of the use dimension providing more data. So I'm going to a little bit share more information. So you can see the process step and previous to classic version of this, and we have also 2 steps, but we have more information. When we are going to use the more information, for example, first, this is streamlines. This is interface. What kind of interface it's happened in this process? And technical interface or human interactions. Are you going to deliver this data to the steps, production step, process steps with paper or MES terminal or whatever? And pre-processing steps, how do you reach the data? Visual machine, OPC or ERP, and what is the data point connections? And how do you store this data? This is SQL database or other MES. And then what is the post-process? Edge device or virtual machine? And how do you use this data? It's the OEE and OEE metrics like KPIs, availability, performance, and quality. So you can see these dots. For example, okay, I received the order as paper. Human interact is come to me. It's the interacts here. And then I go to inventory. I go to pick amount of the parts, X amount of parts, the pieces. Then I'm going to add this record manually in the system. And then this system is not visualized. It's not showing any screen, just on the paper. Then going to productive, it's worked X amount of the hour. Then they move and they finish in the system. Then it's thing is digitalized. So RFID read the data when they move, material movement tracks to the system. RFID is read, and this is the digitalized is one. And also automatically input. It's related to reference architecture, RAMI 4.0. This is the Industry 4.0 standards. And this is the minutes, and this is the unit of the minutes, and transportation time. So you can see that there's arrows. It's come from here. This is data flows here, and they go there. And that lift, finish is job. We can accept this the RFID and read the data movement, material movement in the plant, and then send the data to the SQL data, maybe it's MES, and also edge devices. Edge devices also is connected with the others process, and then this edge devices send the data to the MQTT, and then MQTT send the cloud. So each data point for the each related activities, map it is here for all informations. And also you need to put the extra information. There's a standards and based on your production process. And at the end, you can digitalize your process. So what will be the next step? This is next step would be you can pull the use case based on the each data on the format. Then you can pull the requirement diagram. You can create a requirement diagram, start to software integration develop. And this is the way to first analyze your data point, read the data point, and map it out which data point is integrated with software, and how can we carry this information to the upper level, integrate to enterprise from end to the digital manufacturing. So this is the next slide. It is very nice. I like this kind of area, especially this KPI. This KPI, especially who will lead the project, who trace the track the project development, where are we, and how much did we complete, how long road we have to complete, that kind of questions. There are three very nice define the three different kind of output as KPIs. First of all, it's this DA, data availability. As you can see, the electronic format, Industry 4.0, the format. This is each dots. This is data. It doesn't mean you are going to use. At the beginning of the project, you can say, okay, we have 100 data point, and the first phase we are going to digitalize this 100 data point, maybe 25%. Which 25% you can select in the map. So data availability is DA, which target to get percentage of the value of standard set of KPIs, and data point, which are collected in process. A lot of data points you collected, but you are not implementing. This standard has to be defined or specific process. Like a KPI, you have to read the KPI, you have to process steps, and so on. Only data points taken in the calculation, which belongs to the standard set of points. Avoid the misuse. There is a way to calculate this same data is double time, but only we are going to use one time. In form of the collecting just some data points to gain good data availability is value. A good data availability DA value is the gateway for continuous improvement process and decision making. And we are talking about, okay, we implemented some of the features, then task, and we complete, but how much data available, how many use, are you in line with at the beginning of the plan? It's give you a very nice KPI out. So the second KPI is also linked to DA, data availability. It's called DU, data usage. We did the plan at the beginning with the data availability. We have 100 data, and then first phase, we are going to complete 25%, 25 data digitalized. So are you okay to use this kind of parts? Yeah, this kind of the data, like DU, it's addressing this kind of questions. Data DU is this KPI aims that every plant and collected data should be used. Okay, you collect it and you digital, but you are not going to use. It's addressing this KPI works in that. And if KPI data points is multiple use, has to be calculate one and avoid the false interpretation. Due to multiple usage, we have to use one times. Low DU data usage values are on indicator for a non-KPI driven and or even working a shop floor management. That's okay. You have a lot of data point, but you are not using. And then if you want to trace this kind of information as KPI, it is data usage. This is the third one. And also third one, also, this is the main answer, the main, it's the digitalization rate, like industry, like enterprise. If you start from end-to-end mapping and helps to measure the digitalization. The question is, okay, we are going to digitalize our company, and what is the rate of the digitalization, and how can we know? It is addressing this question. This KPI helps to measure the digitalization rate for all data. You have maybe 1,000 different kind of data, and how many digitalize. So that's information. You can calculate in this KPI. The number of the digital collected data points without paperwork, and it's media, right? In the analyzed value stream is summarized and divided by the whole number of collected data points. Low DR, digitalization rate, are indicator for the existence of waste and the wasteful. And you have a lot of data, but you are not digitalized. And what are you going to do? This is the waste. This is also lean, one of the lean principle focus eliminate the waste. And then when the data is come to point, oh, this is the data waste. So transformation as well as the processing and storage. This is nice indicator, performance indicator. I like to use this kind of stuff. If you are tracking the project, is reporting, it is very handy. So what are the use cases from the industry? And especially the value stream map is fit to such kind of companies that they are using a lean manufacturing or they want to use it manufacturing. And also special for smart factory, smart productions factory, it's help. This is you cannot implement all the smart factory with this tool, but you can map it out and you can start from digitalization from there. This is very handy, and I like to use it. One of the sample, it's from automotive. It's the Audi plant in Mexico. This is 100% digital factory, and this is they use the value stream map Industry 4.0 and their smart factory deployment. They did the all digitalization as brownfield from scratch, new factory. The second one, it's education, especially there's some of the outputs and the revision of the Industry 4.0 value stream maps come from this university and Technische Universität Darmstadt, Technical University of Darmstadt from Germany. It works in the industry and smart factory training. They are working with the industry several years, and value stream map is one of their tool. And also university has a small smart factory. And if you register yourself as a student or wants to learn more about the Industry 4.0, they have own smart factory. They can give the training and education to the industry and students. So the last one, this is interesting, BMW from Munich, and about 8,000 work in the factory and export the 1,000 cars per day and 1,000 cars and over 2,000 engine per day. But the variety of products such as only 2 cars per month are identical. They have a lot of variety. There's different kind of product every day. They are not identical. The plant is located in the semi-central area of city. Therefore, there is no longer possible to expand the factory. The factory is the middle of the city, and there's no way to add extra the building and extra assembly line, extra site on next of the company. But automation level is very high. It's nearly very high automations. They got a lot of price for Lean Six Sigma digital manufacturing. And then they use nearly 1,500 robots. Think about the 1,500 robots in the value stream. I just showed the value stream two process and just 1,500 robots in one value stream. There's a digitalization. This is huge. The BMW is to make a decision. I guess it's 700,000 euro they invest in assembly line, upgrade to digital manufacturing. And the assembly line is nearly 3 kilometers long. They are working well. And also they focus on the sustainability, flexibility. And it also is inspection. They are doing inspection with AI and also machine learning. And they made a decision, machine learning, with the value stream map discussion and collaboration. And we are teaching they split the machine learning in 2 parts. One part is training. It should work with cloud. train machine learn on the age on the company. This is most of the one of the digital plan in the world, I can tell. This is next. Last one is aviation from Boeing, England. And also they have the collaboration with the university Advanced and Manufacturing Center, Research Center. They have a goal. This is a smart factory. Also, they are working on the digitalization. One of the tool they use, what is stream map industry for that. So the last parts of the webinar is the references. How I can recommend what I learned. What is my recommendation, and also they create very valuable information for us to share with public. If you are working on the learn from scratch, you don't have any expertise for stream map, I can offer from Lean Enterprise Institute 2 books, Learning by Seeing and also Lean Lexicon. Both of them, it's referring to classic stream map. And as far as I know, the Lean Enterprise Institute, they didn't start yet giving the training or publishing stream map industry 4.0 format. So this is another reference is RAMI 4.0 or long-term reference architecture model in the industry. It's give you the overall information and standard about industry 4.0. The third one is the main information, the German, but Wordstrom, stream 4.0. And stream map is giving the such kind of information, all detail at how to calculate what is the formulation behind of this kind of stuff. It's giving this is the main information, Wordstrom 4.0. And there is also paper here, which is great. By the way, this is the Mr. Mel. It's complete his, I guess, doctoral degree and the stream map 4.0. Plus, there's stream map 4.plus. It's come from another person. And also I just put the link for extension of stream map. They add some extra information. As I said, there's like protocol and information and how do you read the data and bring the data, which format to the upper level of the manufacturing area. So this is all about myself and all about stream map. Thank you for listening.
Thanks, Karim. That's awesome. I'm going to ask a couple questions here quickly. Do companies essentially undertake value stream mapping as like a one-time exercise, or is it something that they revisit through the life cycle of their digital transformation?
Yeah.
And do they revisit essentially the previous destination to be map that they built to then revise it based on the new learnings and new adaptations as they're going along?
This is a life cycle. It is like when your product is in the line, and also your value stream, it should be in line. They live together. When you are going to new configuration, new product, we have to update the value stream. This is the first.
Right.
And second, this is related to continuous improvement. At the beginning, as I said, at the beginning of the project, you detect maybe 1,000 different kind of data point. First phase of the digitalization, we just cover 100. But the rest of the 900, it's the rest of the future projects. This is all continuous improvement.
Okay, so it's really an ongoing life cycle. It's constantly adapted, and teams are going to need to revisit this, but this becomes essentially like a conversation tool for both their progress and for the actual work that needs to get done.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. It just gives you such kind of collaboration opportunity for all the parties.
Yeah, okay. And then as a tool, how does this help teams build trust and kind of a culture of improvement? How have you seen it transform how the teams think about transformation?
This is one of the downside for the not digital or change management. Yeah. This is overall. When I got the project, I know that a lot of people working in there. It's maybe 20, 25 years. They're expert. When you first come to these guys, they are asking them, hey, you are doing something, it's not okay, but maybe we can change it. It is not a good point to start. When we need their expertise because they know better than anyone in the organization. Mm-hmm. If we are approaching them, we are going to change your process, digitalize, they will scare because they are losing their kingdom. It's their autonomy in their place. So we have to put their stuff in our side. Let's say, okay, we have workshops. I need your expertise. Can we make it together than take them on your side. So this is the one. It's mostly is they use for consulting to manufacturing, especially for digital manufacturing, change management. But another way, there is no way it's to make it zero friction. And at the beginning of the project, you have to deal such kind of the management has to know what is going on, how do they help them to the digital manufacturing, the transformation. If something is happened, the friction side insists against the change, they need to know and they need to support. And then you can get over this kind of problem or frictions, but again, it's still back in there. And there is no, how can I say, zero problem. There's always this problem with change management.
Yeah, exactly. And so can a value stream map of this type be used to identify essentially the potential cost of transformation? Can it be adapted in some way to do that?
Yes, it's give you a cost of transformation.
Yeah.
And when you're trying to make plan or data point, for example, take the one data point, and we know that a lot of industry, they don't have any digitalization. They don't have any network, industrial network, any PLC, just on off. So when we are going to map it out, and then also we have created this bill of material and what kind of bill of material needed, and how many person we needed, and how training, that kind of stuff you can easily detect and make it such assumption of the cost.
Excellent. That's great. Well, I think we're going to wrap up from here. Thanks very much for your time today. Really do appreciate it. Just a quick wrap up on things. Please take a moment to answer our post-event survey. We'd love to hear your thoughts on today's event, things that you loved, things that you'd like to learn, and we do like to share those with our speakers. If you'd like to continue the conversation on this topic, Krem is part of our community, and you can reach them in our Slack community. We'd love to hear your questions and discuss a little bit further, anything related to value stream mapping and your expertise on that side. And if you do want to speak in one of our other community-led events, feel free to get in touch. You can reach us on our website at www.hivemq.com/community under the Get Involved section. Again, Krem, thank you very much for taking the time today. Really appreciate it. Great to see you. And thanks very much for the interesting session.
Thank you so much.